Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone has a great day, safe day. So make it a great night, folks. Be strong. Go with your heart and believe in miracles, because anything can and will happen. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 46, NASDAQ up 11, S&P's up 8.5, gold contract up $13.60, trading at $1,188 an ounce. Silver up 28 cents at $16.42 an ounce. Platinum up 15 at $1,147 an ounce. Copper, $2.91 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $58.97 a barrel. Bonds, you have the 10-year down 2 ticks, 127.22. 30-year, that right? It was flat a little while ago. Let me just look at this again. Now it's saying it's down a full point. This is going to be some real destruction if it went down a full point. It did. Yeah, down a point at 156.08. King dollar. King dollar's trading out at a price point of 95.58. The euro's at 111.46, and the yen is trading at 120.13. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Bottom line, you get a monster failure out here, folks, on price and on volume. The SPY tried to get into the high out here today. Couldn't handle it. Got to a price point of 212.02. That was coming into the highs that were generated last week. The high last week was out at 212.48. We did 66 million shares. That's 66. On the high day, we had 86. The high before that, we had 73. And then, of course, we came downtown with 161. And this is across all the indices, too, by the way. We take a look at the NDX 100, use the 3 Qs. Inside the 3 Qs also have a failure out here, and it's the IBB inside the NASDAQ, folks, that's going to take this thing south, too. The 3 Qs got to a price point today of 109.12, had 21 million shares. The 21 million was going into 36. Couldn't handle it. IWM. Now, the small caps were the weakest last week. That small caps absolutely got taken apart. We went from a price point of 127 down to 120.66. We got down there with 73 million shares. The IWM tried to get higher today, only did 35 million, and then failed on price. If we go over to the IBB, since we're just talking about the IBB, what you'll see is the IBB, which is a biotech index, also couldn't handle higher price. That got to 350, closed out at 345, did volume of 2.8 million. That was going against, this is really vicious, that was going against 4.3 million. This looks to me like it's a very large ABC structure on the way down. Gold, what do we have with gold? Basically gold not only survived, gold went higher. Gold's going to need now more volume. There's no two ways about that. But what it did do last week is it rejected lower price, and the volume was high. You know, it was lower than how we came off the bottom, but it was still high. On Friday, you went to a lower low, had basically high volume still. So we're still building cause in here. I suspect the cause that we are building is to get up into higher price. The bond market out here, bonds, what was interesting is that when I was just bringing those numbers up, bonds look like they're in trouble. And the bottom line, if we look at the TLT, you'll see the TLT right now is trading at a price point of 122.83. I suspect you're going to get some kind of a bounce, but the bounce that we get out of this, I expect, is going to release a huge amount of information, and more than likely that information will be, as we go higher, you're going to see the contraction take place in the bond market. Dollar index, what we have with the dollar index looks like it's a very large ABC structure on the way down. The dollar index, the run that it had the last year and a half, great run, no two ways about that. What we had out there is that we did a 1 to 2 ABC structure on the way up. When the dollar topped out on the March 13th, that was a 1 to 2 on the way up. Came right off that level, volume downtown 2 separate times. Let's go to Marie in Pennsylvania. Hey, Marie, what's going on? Okay, Marie's not there right now, but I know what she wanted to look at. She wanted to look at LSG. LSG is a Lakeshore Gold Corporation, LSG. LSG trades at a price point of $1. Now, I think that's amazing. So check this out. You know, when we talk dollar, well, you could say it's a penny stock, but, you know, this is not a penny stock without revenue. This stock, it does trade at $1, but the bottom line is it takes in $265 million a year. Huge day out here today. You know, it went up 4 pennies, and it took out this consolidation it was in, and it took it out with volume. So let me put this on a weekly for a second. We'll see what these weeklies look like. Okay, so on the weekly, this is going to make its way up to 128. You know, bottom line is that already we haven't even, look at that, it's an ABC up. It's pretty neat, actually. Let me put this on a weekly for a second. Hold it. Yeah, this is going to make the run up to this 128. We'll see how it shakes out as it gets up to that level, but that's the way that it seems to be set up at this particular point. This is pretty wild. Let me read you this because I gotta. Goldman Sachs basically just came out, and Goldman Sachs, come on, let me find this one. Bottom line is that Goldman Sachs come out and said that they felt that the rates going up, basically that the market is peaking. And if that's the case, you know, bottom line is that they must be shot up to the, well, no, this is where it gets deviant. Like, it's because basically, if Goldman is basically saying that the, you know, the market is peaked, it's almost like Goldman's not going to give their position away. That's the bottom line, you know. So we'll see where this shakes out. What I do expect you're going to see out here right now, though, folks, is this. This market was a huge failure out here today. You know, you went higher, you had dramatically lighter volume, and it failed on price and volume. And this is a classical setup, too, by the way. I mean, classical in a huge sense. Let's go over and we get a few numbers that are coming out. And, you know, as I said earlier, each and every day, what we've had is that you had numbers that come out that stocks are just getting taken apart. And we get another one right here. It's QLYS. Let's see. This baby had closed at $56. It's trading right now at $41. QLYS. Let's see what this stock does. QLYS. Man, there's no mercy in this marketplace. Okay, so they provide information technology, security, risk, and compliance management. The company offers products for management, policy, compliance, web scanning. Let's see what they have to say. So the high for the year is $55. The low is $18. We take a look at this. Okay, so their revenue is $37.5 million. The revenue is up 24%. They made 8 cents. The estimate, okay, so their estimate was 13 cents. They made 9 cents. This is an equity that absolutely is getting toasted and roasted. There was no volume. Oh, well, let me put this on. So this baby, last time was any volume to the upside anyway. It was $39. You had 39 to 48. There was some decent juice there. Bottom line, you're going to see that baby pull back. CHUY. Let's go take a look at this. This little baby right now, this closed at $22. This is trading at $23.75. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, this equity here is full. Oh, this is a full service. This is Chuy's. This is a full service Mexican restaurant. Numbers go like this. The estimate was, well, full year. Full year, the estimate was 76 cents. They see 76 to 79, so it's up a little. Their sales are up an average of 2.5% in the restaurants that have already been in business. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. Coming right back. Dow Industrials up 46, NASDAQ up 11, S&P's up 7.5. We're going to be right back.